Joi. What's up? The Jawn Joi is here.
Jawn Joi.
The Jawn Joi.
The young John.
Young Jawn Joi.
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl Joy Live, the Jawn Joi. Now, this is a special show for me, you know. CAU fam is in the building.
Yeah.
Felixx, what's good?
What's happening? You didn't even tell me you were starting, man. I'm chewing Skittles and
Look,
stuff.
look,
I'm good. How you doing?
It's
about
candy's
time.
good though. You know, you
It
got
is.
some old Halloween candy. It's not
Shit
too
fire.
old because Halloween wasn't just that.
You said
long.
old, man.
I mean,
you gave me old candy.
It was October. It's November now, but it's not old. You know,
It was
our
last
candy
week.
fresh. It's still chewy, right? It's bomb.
I'm good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
This
Felixx.
is long overdue.
Definitely, you know,
Yeah.
Felixx, we low key came up together. We still
Low
trying
key,
to get
for
there.
real.
You
You
know what
feel
I mean?
me?
But college
We
and
there.
everything.
God already said it.
Right.
It's already done. We just
remember
living
them
it out right
classes
now.
with Miss Stevens.
Oh man. you know, I had to tell. I was gonna call the police on her, man. She was wild.
People used to violate me calling her.
She
her
was
grandma.
wild.
Yeah, I used to. They'd be like, "Yo, get your grandma." I'd be like, "Damn."
The fact
But
that you claimed her is just that's
you have to find a way to get in where you can get in.
That's
And
real.
I found the little relationship
That's
bond,
real.
and I ran with it. I took her for 3 semesters after that.
That's
it was
finesse.
Over. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But I gotta say, Felixx, I'm really proud of you. I've been
Thank
seeing you
you.
moving. I've been seeing you working.
Thank you.
Recently, I want to say everywhere I turn my head, I'm like, oh shit, there go Felixx. I was out in the kitchen the other day at the studio. I
Yeah.
turned around, looked into the lounge, and you were on Revolt performing. I said, hold up. Is that Felixx? They was like, yo, that's Felixx.
Let me tell you, that's kind of how we felt when me and my manager found it. Was like, yo, you got a commercial. I was like, commercial? We're not getting no royalties off. When do we get a commercial?
You just be popping up.
Oh, God is good. You know,
He definitely
when
is.
you do your part, God does His part.
That's true.
That's a word.
Definitely. So, how did you go to? You went to Revolt this year, right?
Yes.
So the performance that I seen, was that last year? Because I think it said like last year recaps.
It was 2015,
Oh, so that was
2016. What's this year?
17.
It was last year.
Okay, dope. So, how did that experience? How was that experience?
So that for me, that was one of those moments where I was like, oh shit. You can make some noise, because it was like, was in a room. It was everybody that was there, because everybody was waiting for Puff to come out. Andre Herrera had just got off a stage. Scooter Braun was on stage, so he pulled me up and he was like, "Do your thing." So
Dope, and you were prepared.
And you feel me? So that was the perfect when preparation opportunity meet. But for me, to be in front of Scooter, in front of like hella label execs, for me that was like, you can actually do this. Like
Yeah.
you have a crowd going crazy. Like when I got off stage, hella people were screaming. I had hella like A&Rs come up and like, oh well, trying to exchanging contact information like that. But for me, that was one of those moments as an artist where I was like, yo, you can actually do this. You can really do this and make some real shit doing this.
Definitely. So you were saying people screaming, people going crazy. I know
Yeah.
recently you've been doing the touring on your own, going to college.
All
high
summer
schools,
long.
colleges,
Yeah.
middle schools.
Yeah.
And you've been having some girls faint. What's going on? You out here, you calling them thoughts, and they just fainting. Shout out to the single thoughts. What's going on, Felixx? You got to break it down to me.
What is
what is
So
it?
this summer I headlined my own tour all summer
Okay.
long. East Coast, West Coast. I was out in LA, New York, Miami, Jacksonville, Houston, Louisiana, New Orleans, because people get offended when you say Louisiana and you're really somewhere else. But just that was when I did the Apollo show the first time when I came out. There was like hella girls outside screaming and crying.
Yeah.
And like one girl was actually she was with her dad, and he was like dragging her, making her talk to me. So you know me, I'm kind of like, I'm skeptical about people. So for that time, I was like, okay, all right, blah. But when I got to Savannah and the girls were actually fainting, and I'm singing THOT. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
I hope you don't get offended by me saying this.
That's
but
crazy.
I can't describe that yet. That's euphoria right now. Like it's a good feeling to know that people are receiving your hard work, and that's my artistry. So to have girls be that receptive to the music, I'm floored with it. But it was a blessing to be able to really tour on my own and have a successful tour, and have people so receptive to the music. During the tour, I actually released my new single, THOT.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and currently it's over 1 million streams
On
online.
SoundCloud. You really
So-
doing good with that.
And thank you. But to go to an HBCU and do a show. You know, I opened for 21 Savage the other week, and to be at an HBCU and have the whole crowd singing the song, my music word for word, that's just something that I'm still taking that in. I'm still processing that right now, but that's a blessing. That's a real blessing.
So speaking of that, being able to go to a HBCU,
Yeah.
more specifically your HBCU,
Yeah.
CAU, how was that experience like being able to go back? Where did you graduate?
Last year, 2016.
Okay, so you graduated in 2016, basically fresh out of school still.
Yeah.
And to be able to go back and get that love that you received from your school, like what was that experience like?
Man,
how did that feel?
just from the aspect of graduating and going all in with my artistry, and then being able to come back a year later and be received like that. Because you already know, doing a show in the AUC, it's tough.
It's tough.
And traveling across country and seeing how receptive other schools are, I'll be like, dang, it ain't like this in the AUC, man. Like, you can be fire, and they just be like, nah, we don't care.
Yeah.
But to have people hit me up and like, yo, you should have had your own show. Like, that was dope.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a blessing. I thank God.
That's dope.
I thank God. But I think it's a prime example of when you put out dope product, and if you and you dope at what you do, when you kicking down doors, people they just don't have a choice but to run in with you. So
Definitely. So, how did that whole opportunity come about with you being able to open up for 21 for homecoming and get that type of platform to come back to CAU and do that?
How did that come about? I basically just got a call from my manager, and he was like,
You pulled the
some people,
plug.
you feel me? Some people hit me up. There's a dope opportunity. You'll be opening for 21 next week. That's pretty much how that came and played for me. Focusing, staying away from the business side, really making sure I'm able to focus on my artistry. But no, it's shout out to Anthony Khalil,
Hey, shout
manager
out to
/
Anthony.
executive producer / everything else.
All right, so I seen also that speaking about being on stage,
Yeah,
Felixx, Uzi jumps off stages and you do backflips.
yeah.
What's going on? I'm like,
Man, I'm country, man. I grew up. I
being-
had a lot of land and a lot of free time
you're
growing
not-
up.
you like did backflips as a kid,
That's just one of those things
and it
that
just stuck with you as an adult.
yeah, surprisingly, you feel
I
me?
can't do a handstand. I can't do shit. I've never been able to do any of it.
I've fallen on my head plenty of times.
So do you be nervous sometimes? Do you?
Nah, I think I've done it so much it's second nature. Like
you
when
just
you
have to
fall
feel
on your
for it.
head or fall on your neck, your body's like, this is never happening again. So it's just when I leave the ground,
You be singing while you flipping?
yeah.
That's talent, my people. That's talent. All right, so I know you like being in school, fresh out 2016.
Yeah.
Getting the opportunities that have been presented to you since you've graduated.
Yeah.
What was it like navigating through college? Because college isn't an easy task for anybody trying to get enrolled, trying to stay focused in class, and then at the same time going full-fledged with your music career. Because I could say, going to school with you, being in class with you, you always worked on your music career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really wasn't nothing that was like, oh, I'm going to do it here, I'm going to do it here.
Yeah.
Definitely could say that you were one of the people that were more dedicated to
Appreciate
sticking to your music. So what was that experience like matriculating through college and balancing the two?
I think I've actually been asked that before, and to me, honestly, there wasn't a balance. That's one of those figure it out because people don't care. But I will say I thank God that I had a manager and a team of people that were working with me that were they respect the fact that I was in school because I really wanted to get my degree because that's mine. It's something nobody can take from me. And they were really supportive of that. So like there'll be times we'll be at the studio and my manager Anthony, he'll be like, yo, you got a Spanish test tomorrow. I know that. But we got rehearsal. And I got a lot of homework I ain't did. So he was like, I would have the interns like helping me with homework.
The
Like,
finesse is real.
you feel me? Like, cause I was, Spanish had me, the last week my mom was like, can you take pictures so I can post them and put them on Facebook? I was like, nah, I ain't got that clearance yet. Mom, I got to get those Spanish tests. But
They can't be booking flights and
you feel me?
look.
I mean, I'm
You
from
ain't
here.
walking.
Don't even
Oh,
say
it wasn't no booking
it.
flight.
Don't even say nothing about it till I figure out if I pass Spanish or not. But no, I don't. I can say there wasn't necessarily that it was a balance. It was. You really just have to figure it out. That I had to figure out. But my biggest help was having people around me that respected the fact that I was in school and we were determined to make it work.
Yeah. Dope. I mean, I could definitely say it is a balance all the way around. So for you to be, some people don't even be chasing music careers and can't get through. So shout out to you, Felixx.
I have nothing to say about that. Positive vibes.
Found a way.
God bless you.
or made one?
Or make one. That's
All right.
it. The
So
finesse.
I know, like I said, you've been working for some time, getting a lot of eyes on you. But before we hop into everything else, I want to talk about your upbringing. You're from Monroe, Georgia.
Yeah.
Like, how much different is that than Atlanta in itself?
Oh, I had a pet pig growing up. Like the people
What?
across the street had
That's
horses.
how country it is out there?
Yeah, 10 of my neighbors are all family members. Like my grandmother stays next door. I have my dad's like second cousin and first cousin are the two houses in front. My granddad's brother and sister are down because half of my family is like I don't really claim it because black people are like, oh, I'm Indian. I'm Indian.
Be
I'm
like,
like
everybody mixed up. But I don't claim what you
but
can't
my
see.
family is actually Cherokee.
Yeah.
But yeah, they owned land, and instead of selling it, they gave it to their kids, and we built houses on it. But from Monroe to here, it's definitely it's crazy because it's only 45 minutes from the city, but it's even people are behind on trends or just certain. It's
45-minute drive, and you got
45
pet
minute
pigs and
drives.
behind on trends. So
And
the
I'm in
fashion
between
is a-
Stone Mountain and Athens, so it ain't like I can go 10 minutes up the street and I'm almost in Stone Mountain, or I can go 15 minutes the other way and I'm almost in Athens, like downtown Athens. So it's crazy how it can be such a difference, and it's not even that far apart. Because Walton, where I'm from, is still like Metro Atlanta. It's just the outskirts.
Okay.
But it's a big difference. I'd still love to go home. I moved back home after graduation.
Okay.
Because all I have is going back into music. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to rack up unnecessary bills. I can
No,
make a
smart.
drive. But I love the peace and quiet of it. But I also love, what is it, the hustle and bustle of the city.
Yeah, the energy of it.
Yeah, the fact
the
that-
pace of it.
Yeah, even the fact in New York, like there's constant sounds. Like I love that for about 2 or 3 weeks. But
What?
when people start screaming
I
at
just
you,
moved from Smyrna down into Midtown,
Smyrna,
and
that's far.
no,
That's
it's not.
that's traffic far.
That's traffic far. It's
Yeah.
a nice 30 minutes in traffic.
She's lying.
Near
It's,
to Cumberland Mall.
I don't even go to that side of the city because
Come
of
on,
traffic.
from where we're at right now, at Mean Street Studios to Cumberland Mall.
No traffic.
No traffic. That's 15 minutes.
Cool. There is never not traffic going to Cumberland Mall.
Yes, it is. By the time I come and leave from the studio, I never seen traffic.
So if you're driving at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, then yes, there's not traffic.
Right. It didn't affect me. Traffic never
That's
really
real.
affected me.
That's
The
real.
thing about it is when you're real tired leaving the studio and you're like, yo, this 15 minutes feel like an hour. I'll be on the phone with my mom like, yo, just stay up with the kids. You know what I mean? Now I'm like a nice 7 minutes away, 5 minutes. I'll be like, oh,
I watch
that's a
TV on the
breeze.
way home, so I get it.
You watch what?
TV. Like I'll turn it like on my phone and put the
That's
phone like where the
distracted driving,
speedometer is.
Felix.
You
don't get
talk
it.
on the phone
No.
as you're trying to not fall asleep. So we both distracted.
No. That's a whole nother distraction. Your eyes are supposed to be on
Sin
the
is
road.
a sin. Your sin is my sin. I watch
Look,
TV, you talk on the phone.
Look. Everybody that watches this interview is going to tell that watching TV is totally different
So I listen to
than
TV.
watch
And I see it in my peripheral
whatever
vision.
makes you sleep better at night.
Hey, that makes me sleep better.
All right, so Monroe, Georgia, growing up out there,
Yeah.
what did you get into? I mean, you had the pet pigs, and then did you sing to them? Like, where did
You got
like,
jokes?
Where did that? You know, I got jokes. I'm a low key
Man,
comedian.
yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out like, what was it? What did you do out there? What were some of your hobbies, and then how did you get into singing?
So I don't know when I started singing. Like it's literally like if I go back on my timeline, if it was a TV show, it would start with me narrating, saying, "So I'm in church and I'm singing a song." Like that's how I remember it.
Just the church.
I grew up in church. Like I started doing classical in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't really like outlets for music in Monroe. And honestly, like I don't come from an entrepreneurial family. So, my dad and my uncles all worked like at the same factory. My mom and my aunts, they were at the same plant. So, and all my cousins are like 6'5", 6'6". Everybody got full ride basketball. Like everybody
So you
got
were,
full
like,
ride.
different kid.
You feel me?
Different
I
family
was
member.
different. I was
You was like,
the skinny
"Dang,
one
where
that
did that come
sings.
from?"
I'm the only one that's like the same size as our granddad. So I don't know when it started, but I had to. It was something I was passionate about, and when I really knew that I wanted to pursue music, a lot of things come easy to me. Like it just comes easy.
Your family was supportive?
They were.
Definitely.
They were.
That's nice.
They've always been supportive, but I think being older and them seeing how serious I am at this point, they're a bit more supportive. But it was like my aunt and uncle would take me across the country in the car. They'd be like, "Oh, we'll give you the car and the gas, but you got to find somebody to take you." But to get to, what did you ask me? I started
just
talking.
saying,
I got
you
a
know,
bad
how
habit of talking.
No, I'm the same person.
Yeah.
You know, you talk and then you just lose sight of it,
Yeah,
and then it's like, what were we even talking about to begin with?
Sure, tell me lost.
But the question, dog, on everything. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get old.
It was school. I
It's
ain't gonna lie to you.
bad.
It was school.
It's bad.
School did that.
Yeah, you think it was that?
No, I know it was that.
Okay, because I don't remember it being like that before school, you know, and now the short-term memory loss is horrible. But what I was basically saying is, how did you get into music? And you were just saying, you know, your upbringing, your family, and church. But
so coming from that, my hobbies, I had like 4-wheelers and dirt bikes. That we were country, man. Like I go outside playing the dirt country. Like that sounds bad, but that's literally what we did. We threw rocks at each other. My dad and my uncles grew up shooting each other with BB guns, like boxing. Like we were some country people. But when I knew, I was able to take music really serious about 3 years ago when I met my manager Anthony. And I mean, you know what it's like in Atlanta. Everybody talks a good game. People can sell you something. Like people can sell you some good stuff. You feel me?
Yeah,
so
action.
it took a while for me to run into somebody that was serious, that actually believed in me as an artist and knew what they were doing and what they were talking about. So I mean, like we spoke. I was like, yeah, all right, we'll see how it goes. But like the next day, he was like, let's go to the studio. I was like, oh, all right, cool. You know, he paid for the session. He brought his people in. So I was like, all right, well, he's serious. He's
Somebody
not.
that truly believed in you.
Yeah, he ain't trying to take my money from me off back. So it was like he's not taking money from me in general, people. So don't take the off back wrong. But no, it was refreshing to run into somebody that was talented and knew the business. Like a lot of people ask, like, "Oh, you're a manager?" I'm like, "No, well, he really executive produces like my shows, vocal production. We do artist development. He spearheads that. It's one-stop shop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I'm signed to Loud and Clear Entertainment, and everything is pretty much in-house. So when they say independent, it's in-house.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. So who else have you been working with in Atlanta that you definitely...
In Atlanta, as of recent, you know, I got the blessing to run into DJ Sense.
Shout out to my man Sense.
Yeah, you know, so definitely shout out to him, and, you know, with Rhythm and Streets and everything that he's done for R&B in general. So, you know, I'm excited for that partnership to see, you know, what that blossoms into and where that goes.
Dope. I'm really excited to see where that goes as well. All right, so who were some of your inspirations coming up? You said that you came from a more
traditional.
They was basketball players. They was shooting each other with BB guns. You know what I mean? And you was out here singing.
You feel me?
Like, so who did you listen to?
I like etched in my life story is every Sunday morning my dad would fry pork chop and clean the house, and he would wake me and my sister up with a coat rag in our face, but he would clean the house blasting Prince Purple Rain. So that's literally like what I remember. That was legit. That in church music was probably like for about the first 10 years what I was exposed to music wise. But just Prince, Calvin Richardson, Anthony Hamilton, doing the classical, Mozart, like just certain classical yes.
Okay, so
I sang, like I had to sing Italian a lot. I was a music major when I started school. So
you know how to sing in Italian?
I sang in Italian a lot.
Okay, I was about to say.
If I sang something in Italian now, it would just kind of be gibberish.
Okay,
you
so
know,
we're not gonna do that.
Remember the words, spit it out at your recital or at your what you had to do, and it's gone. It's gone. But no, that was my musical inspiration growing up, and still is.
How did you get into Mozart? Was that more so like the classical training part of it, or?
Yeah, I think that was from doing that from third grade to college.
Because I don't think that's getting played in too many black people households.
It's not. No, it's not.
Purple Rain, some Shaka Khan, some Earth, Wind and Fire, Mozart.
You can hear that, Mozart. No.
How'd you get into that?
No, that was
dope,
like I said, I started doing classical music in third grade and doing that through school, but I liked it, but not to that extent.
Shout out to Mozart. That's funny. That's dope though. So I gotta say, Felixx, you got an interesting style on you. You know, you pretty swaggy. Fedora, you got the Toy Story hat on with the. Where's the style come from?
I have no idea.
You don't do that yourself?
I do.
You do?
I do. I don't. You know what? For me, it's a feeling. Like this is how I feel today. Like. Luckily, it works for me.
The glasses are fresh, unless I mind you.
Appreciate it.
We swaggy, guys. Look at me.
It was gonna come off right if I tried to give you something.
He's swaggy. You know what I mean,
No, but it's to me the whole the fashion piece is just that's a vibe. It's how I feel. It's how I feel. It switches up.
So do you like look at certain like magazines to find inspiration from, or is it just like you just got a sense of style in your own
I think
taste?
I have in the past. Like I did a lot of I loved GQ for a few years, but then I really got into just the urban side of it. So I think I'm coming back full circle now to do, because I'll have on like joggers and sneakers with a button up.
Yeah.
So or a clean hat and some type of like tore up jacket. So I've been lately, the past about 6 months, I've been just kind of fusing the worlds of like clean and then like a street feel.
I could tell. It's dope though. I rock with it.
Appreciate it.
All right, so before we get out of here, I want to touch on your single "Thoughts" that is out.
Yeah.
Just tell me a little bit about the record. The girls obviously love it.
I think people love it in general because it's. I always preface it by saying, if you know a thought, make some noise. Like we can sing this together. So you know,
if you know
I'm
a
not.
thought, make some noise.
You feel me? We
how
all know
loud
a
does
thought.
the crowd get? How loud?
People start yelling. People start screaming. They're like, shit, I know a thought. You feel me?
You know what? I love that, but I feel like we gotta make some progress in our society.
It ain't gonna happen. You gonna kill yourself trying to push that argument. But no, my new single "Thought," I released it through Empire. Like I said, I did that while I was fresh on the All Summer Long tour. You know, it's been getting play in Savannah, iHeart out here. I just did a show with I did a radio show with E.T. Cali, DJ Scream. So you know, iHeart's been showing mad love. E93, Jacksonville, Tampa. Throw another one out, management, because I'm missing a lot of other places.
Savannah, I heard you said you're getting a lot of love in Savannah.
Streets, like everybody's been showing love, and I'm excited to where it grows to. Right now, legit, anywhere I go, people, I was like, da 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 da. That's how people talk to me now. So I ain't mad at it. You feel me? I'm like, hey, you know my music. Yeah.
Shout out to the Thots.
The movement. Shout out to the Thots. Y'all doing big things out here, man. they making livings off of this.
No, definitely. All right, so before we dip, can I get a little bit? Can you sing for me just a little bit before we dip? I'm sure the girls want to hear it. I mean, what you got?
Give you a round of applause, baby. Round of applause, girl. In spite of your flaws, oh darling.
Hey, shout out to Felixx. Remember, Thoughts out now.
Thoughts came about really just being in love with the wrong girl. Like that's why I'm like, everybody can relate to the song because it's about being in love with the wrong person. And then just like being in school in AUC, you feel me? People get fucking to it. But that's the song is about just
none of my business.
I think that's why people take to it so much, because we've all been in love with the wrong person. We've all been done wrong before. We've all 60% been cheated on. So that's pretty much where the song originated from.
Dope. It was a pleasure having you.
It's a pleasure being here.
Tell everybody where they can find you at.
You can find me at Felixx Music on everything. Definitely check out felixmusic.com. 2 X's, FELIXX Music. You'll see all my social links on there.
And
follow me on Spotify, Pandora, all of that.
There you have it.
Yeah.
It's the Jawn Joi. Shout out to Felixx.
Yeah.